Ah, yes. Nearly COVID free. We made it like 2.5 years without getting COVID. My son's been playing soccer for the whole time and just got it last week. So that's pretty incredible. Good evening. This is Cody with Rojo Chats. We are just kind of talking about life, or I am. Because I still have COVID, obviously, I can't have anybody here. Episode 2 is just more of a basic understanding. I want to kind of set this podcast up some more. Will the U.S. men's national team ever win a World Cup? Look, I think there are a lot of reasons why you could argue both ways, and I am a glass half full kind of guy when it comes to this. I really think that they can. I think that we certainly will see it if things continue to progress in the same way that they are. From a youth level up, I think that the game is changing. Younger kids are starting to get more in tune with what it means to be a soccer player. They're becoming fans of the game at all levels. Older folks watching their grandkids play is becoming a more common thing. Kind of seeing full families out there, which is cool. But on a more technical aspect, you got to think people are pretty crazy to think that they can win a World Cup, because it seems like every time they get to that final level, they fizzle out. It just looks like we're on a completely different level. Why? I think it's a huge technical gap, and that comes down to a technical and tactical know-how from a managerial standpoint. So how does the coach approach the game? I just remember watching Bruce Arena in the 2006 World Cup make all 3 subs before the 60th minute, and that's when I knew. I mean, we're in deep. I'm in high school. I shouldn't be the one saying, dude, what the That was obviously the wrong choice. I'm not a historian. I can't remember exactly what happened, but they definitely lost. They definitely didn't win. Okay, anybody that's making all 3 subs, that's the full allotment of subs by the hour mark. You can't expect to. I just don't think you can expect to win. I can't remember who they were playing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't go to say I don't have a lot more faith in Berhalter. It seems like he juggles players a lot. It seems like he doesn't bring in players he just simply doesn't like, which I think is also part of why American soccer hasn't excelled. I think there's a lot of politics to do with in the game. You kind of see it with the favoritism at the national level. I don't even pay that much attention. I'm not a dedicated page to I'm not a dedicated podcast to the U.S. men's national team. I'm just simply a fan, and I think they can win if they continue to put youth products in Europe. I think that's where they obviously have to go. MLS is never, ever going to hold a candle to the Premier League. That's an obvious choice. That's where a lot of Americans go, or Germany. That's another good one. They're very good at the youth products. I think that's also a big reason why Americans end up going there, i.e. Ricardo Pepi. You had Sargent there for a while. Um, and you also had Pulisic come out of Dortmund. So huge. That's obviously a great place for Americans for whatever reason. So keep sending them there. I would like to have some more faith, trust in Berhalter, because it just seems like he's not making the best decisions defensively. I think the obvious person we're talking about here is John Brooks. Like, why the is he still not being called up? I think with all the injuries, him not being called up, what do you have to say for yourself as the coach? Why aren't you calling him up? I would love to have a discussion about that. I would love to really, really know what his decision-making process was behind that and how it still makes sense now to exclude John Brooks. I know that recently Americans have had a lot of unfortunate injuries. I think this 2022 World Cup is kind of up in the air with those being in mind. I hope we see great things. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not an expert. I just think that we can win. Get better and better technically from youth level all the way to a senior level. I don't think we're stopping anytime soon. You have the Sounders creating a whole new facility exclusive to them. I know they're at Starfire now. I don't know what that's going to turn into. God, I hope it sticks around. I love Starfire. But anyways, that's an interesting thing to think about. I think we're going to eventually see smaller clubs, local clubs, have similar things with academies that are similar to what the Sounders have, what FC Dallas have, a lot more MLS teams are starting to have. Man, nothing would make me happier than seeing that. the best is yet to come. Anyways, that's it. I have nothing else to say. Hope you all enjoyed that. I know episode 2 is a little late this week, but we're going to start to get people in here. I'm excited for that. We're going to get a Coach Auto soon. But anyways, love y'all. This is Real Hot Chats. Stay hungry, my amigos. Peace.
Counted the money, okay. Might buy a crib with a view in LA. Niggas keep plotting, they want me to break.